Many wondered why it was so difficult to get married. When they decided to get married, it was a war. They had a lot of difficulties in getting married. Some had to pray a lot in order to break the barrier of singlehood in their lives. Now, you would think that after you are now married, that the problem has been solved. There are no longer issues, and God has settled you. As a matter of fact, God has great plans for your marriage. The devil also has plans for your marriage. God's plan is thoughts of good and not of evil, to bring you to expected end. That means everything you are believing God for children, believing God for great finances, to be able to have a project, start project, finish it, to be successful in your education, your career, to be successful spiritually in your ministry, in every area of your life. But the devil does not have good plans for you. So you and your spouse must always pray for your marriage. There are some people who only pray for themselves and their children. Some pray for their husbands, while their husband don't pray for them. I want you to understand something, that it's very important that you pray for your spouse, pray for your husband, pray for your wife, pray for your children, because this is what makes up the marriage. When the devil wants to attack you, if you have children, he will attack your children, because he knows that when he attacks your children, he will disorganize you. So you must not allow this to happen before you start praying. Praying for your marriage is a very important assignment that every married couple must embark on. As a matter of fact, this is the number one assignment. Your number one assignment is to battle the powers that fight against marriages. There are powers that do not want marriages to succeed. Those powers are from your father's house, your mother's house, your husband's house, your wife's house. There are marriages where people get married and they don't last in that marriage. The marriage is broken, or one of the spouses lose their lives. There are some marriages you will see, one spouse will die this year, the next year the other spouse will die. I pray for you that every plan of the enemy against your life and destiny, it shall never come to pass. The Lord shall deliver you from every evil work in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every work of darkness orchestrated against your marriage, it is destroyed in the name of Jesus. Why should you pray for your marriage? Praying for your marriage, like I said before, is an important assignment. In my last video, if you have not watched it, how to know your marriage is under attack, I mentioned specific things so that you can know. Now, if you are praying, you will not experience those kind of things in your marriage. Even when they try to come, you will become an overcomer. You will be sensitive to the devices, the manipulations of Satan. In marriages, what the devil does is to, bring in small things that can spoil that vineyard of love. Your vineyard of love can be destroyed. You loved yourself before, now you no longer love yourself. But if you as couples, you always pray together, it will create a great connection. It will bring both of you together. A family that prays together is a very great family. Why? Because you two are fighting the battles of life together. Listen to me, husbands. Do not leave prayer assignment for your wife. And wife, do not leave prayer assignment for your husbands. This is a battle that both of you must always embark on. The assignment to battle for your marriage. I have counseled a lot of people, and when they came by themselves. There was a great attack that came against those families, and when you look at them, you find out that the wife, was battling these things on her own. without the husband even making, putting effort to see to it that this battle is gone. The battles of marriage is not for the wife alone. Husband, listen, as a matter of fact, you are the head of the family, and you should be the number one, ready to tackle any form of battle in your marriage. In the book of Genesis, we read the story of Adam and Eve, where God gave them express instruction on how they should live their lives so that they would be successful. Now, on this particular occasion, the devil came to meet Eve, deceived Eve, and now what happened destroyed their family. What happened affected their children. When the devil attacks you, it will affect your children. If your marriage breaks, it will affect your children. Now, some people lie that, they don't care about their marriage breaking, whatever reason, depending on the reason why the marriage broke in the first place. But I want you to understand something, that if this person was the person you loved from the very beginning, it is still possible for both of you to love yourself till your dying day. So don't allow the enemy to come in between you and your husband. Praying together will help both of you to have direction on how you should live your life, things that you should do and things that you shouldn't do. Let's say there's something that you people are wanting to do. When you pray together concerning this particular thing, God will give you divine revelations on how you should, embark on that project. You'll be able to write plans, God's plans for your life. So praying together is very important for every couple to pray together so that they can defeat the devil at any time. Why should couples pray together? There are some of us who God has given great ministries, and this ministry will only be great if both of you are together. So what the devil will do is to see to it that your marriage is destroyed. You know that marriage is ministry. Marriage is ministry. The devil will make sure that your marriage is not successful so that the future of your ministry will not stand. I pray for you, whatever is your assignment here on earth that God has given to you and your husband, it will be successful